was paradise, a sacred garden, untouched and whole, where the first chosen man and woman walked in perfect communion with their Maker. But temptation came slithering in. A forbidden choice was made, and the world changed. Adam and Eve were cast out of Eden, cut off from the tree of life, separated from the presence of God, and the earth, once a canvas of endless peace, began to groan, for sin had taken root. But life still went on. Beyond the gates of Eden, Adam and Eve started anew, in a land far from paradise. And soon, a child was born. They named him Cain, a firstborn of a new chapter, living in a world shadowed by the fall. And not long after, another son came, Abel. 2 brothers, born of the same parents, but hearts as different as night and day. Cain worked the soil. The fields were his domain. He tilled the earth, wrestled with its thorns, and made the land produce. Abel was a shepherd. He walked among the flocks, a tender-hearted keeper of sheep. One day, both brothers came before God. For in those days, men still brought sacrifices to the Lord, a token of honor, a plea for favor. Cain's hands, stained with earth, carried the fruit of his harvest. Abel's arms bore the finest of his flock, the firstborn lambs, unblemished and pure. 2 lives, 2 callings, 2 offerings. Abel came with the choicest, richest portions, offered in faith and reverence. But Cain brought some of the fruit of the ground. No first fruits, no finest yield, merely an offering. And the Lord regarded Abel and his gift, but for Cain and his offering, he had no regard. It was not about the grain, nor the blood. It was the heart. Abel's gift spoke of trust, honor, and worship. Cain's was hollow, routine. His hands were full, but his heart was distant. And when God turned his face away from Cain, the bitterness within him was exposed, and heaven watched. Jealousy, resentment. A storm began to gather in Cain's soul, and God spoke to him. Why are you angry? Why has your face fallen? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. But Cain would not master it. Instead, he let the bitterness consume him. And one day, he spoke to his brother. Come, let's go out to the field. And there, under open skies, in the quiet of the wilderness, Cain rose against Abel and killed him. Blood spilled between brothers. Familiar hands turned violent. Hands once meant to guard, now stained with blood. The soil soaked with the cost of betrayal. The earth stood silent, but heaven could not look away. Then the Lord came to Cain. Where is your brother Abel? And Cain, hardened and defiant, replied, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? But the Lord said, What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. And so came the sentence, a curse upon Cain, banished from the land, driven from the face of the soil he once worked. The Lord continued, "When you till the ground, it will no longer yield its strength to you. A fugitive and a wanderer you shall be on the earth." Cain, desperate and afraid, pleaded, "My punishment is greater than I can bear. Anyone who finds me will kill me." But even then, the Lord in mercy placed a mark upon him, a sign that no one should take vengeance, and the Lord declared, "Whoever kills Cain will suffer vengeance sevenfold." Even in exile, mercy lingered. And so, Cain went out from the presence of God into the land of Nod, east of Eden, a restless soul in a broken world. There, Cain took a wife, and in time, a son was born. And Cain built a city, naming it after his son, a world taking shape, even in the shadow of sin. From Cain's line came tent dwellers, musicians, and craftsmen of bronze and iron. Men forging their way through a fallen earth, shaping tools, raising livestock, singing songs to fill the silence. But violence and pride walked hand in hand with them. The bloodshed did not end with Cain. It carried on through his descendants. And in the aftermath, Adam and Eve bore another son. They called him Seth, a new hope, a new line. For through him, men would once again call upon the name of the Lord, and new generations began to rise. The earth swelled with people. Villages became cities. The songs of men filled the air. But so too did wickedness. For the hearts of men, now touched by sin, leaned ever toward violence, corruption, and rebellion. And in those days, one man walked with God. His name was Enoch, a man who walked with God and glimpsed into hidden realms. He saw the watchers descend from heaven, fallen angels who taught humanity forbidden knowledge, sorcery, weapon-making, astrology, and secrets that corrupted the earth. From the union of angels and humans came the Nephilim, giants who spread violence and chaos. Enoch witnessed the growing darkness and the coming judgment. He was shown the secrets of heaven and the flood destined to cleanse the earth. All of this and more is found in the mysterious, apocryphal Book of Enoch. But that chapter is one we will explore another time. For soon, wickedness would reach its fullness, and a man named Noah would rise, a man blameless in his generation, chosen to carry life through the greatest storm the world would ever see. The world was about to change again.